Hello friends. One of my customer who is into retail industry was trying to find out his loyal customers list. In other words, he wanted to find out the list of customers who are visiting his outlet multiple times in a selected period. It can be a month or he wanted to see at a year level so that he can introduce some promotional schemes for them and increase the business. I was trying to explain him the entire data using entire data model using this simple data set, which is containing almost some 15-20 rows containing customer ID, invoice ID, product line and value of purchase and date of purchase. If you look at this data, few customers are actually purchasing the same month twice. And in few cases, the customer is purchasing in different months. For example, if I select the selected period as a month, I should treat this customer as my loyal customer. And if I select year, the other customer who is doing multiple visits, not in the same month, but in different months, will also be a loyal customer. Let me explain how to create this model and also run through the Excel data parallelly to the Power BI so that you'll understand what exactly I'm talking about, and then you can adopt this into your data model. Hello friends. One of my customer who is into retail industry was trying to find out his loyal customers list. In other words, he wanted to find out the list of customers who are visiting his outlet multiple times in a selected period. It can be a month or he wanted to see at a year level so that he can introduce some promotional schemes for them and increase the business. I was trying to explain him the entire data using the entire data model using this simple data set, which is containing almost some 15-20 rows containing customer ID, invoice ID, product line and value of purchase and date of purchase. If you look at this data, few customers are actually purchasing the same month twice. And in few cases, the customer is purchasing in different months. For example, if I select the selected period as a month, I should treat this customer as my loyal customer. And if I select year, the other customer who is doing multiple visits, not in the same month, but in different months, will also be a loyal customer. Let me explain how to create this model and also run through the Excel data parallelly to the Power BI so that you'll understand what exactly I'm talking about, and then you can adopt this into your data model. Let me take this entire data into the Power BI model so that I can share the PBIX file as it is with you. For that, I need to go to Home tab, then enter data. There in the dialog, I'm just pasting the data and then giving the name to the table as sales. So this gives me the table containing fact data or transactions data. Now I need to create a date table. Let me create a date table with minimum columns, like I require month number, month name and year. I think that is enough. For that, let me select modeling tab and then new table. The name of the table dates equal, I need to create a variable that is base table, which will be creating a date table in the memory. Calendar auto, I'm using the function. This creates a single column table in the memory, and I need to use this particular table and create remaining columns by using syntax return, and then the formula is add columns. The name of the table is nothing but base table, and rest of the columns like month name is format and date. This column I'm borrowing from the calendar auto function created table, and then the format is MMM. The next, I require month number because I need to sort the month name by month number. For that, I require a month number column. So the name of the function is month and the column is date. Finally, I require year, and this is year, the function name is year, and then date. Now this gives me a date table. Now I need to create a relationship between these two tables. So let me go to the relationship view. There I need to drag date on date so that the relationship is established. Now I need to create the remaining model using DAX. Now I'm going to explain the DAX. There are two ways I'm following. One is breaking all the elements of one DAX function into many DAX functions and showing you so that you will understand what exactly is consists of and how it is giving you the final result. And then we'll club them together and also see how to type that function as a whole. We need to first find out how many rows are there in the data. First thing, in that, whether in those rows, based on the selection, do you have any new customer, rather any old customer? Then what is the revenue of those customers? So these are the three steps we are following. For that, we need to create a measure table first. So enter data, table name is important measures, and then load it. Now I'm creating all the measures within this table. The first function, I would like to know the number of rows involved in this data. So new measure, the measure name is total transactions equal count rows, and it is asking the name of the table. The name of the table is sales. Now this gives me the number of rows. Now let us see the result, and also let us check in Excel whether the same or not. So let me add a card. In the card I'm just adding this total transactions. Number of transactions are 20. Let me go back to Excel and see how many transactions are there. Number of transactions are 20. You can see that the count is 20. Now I need to find out who are those customers having multiple visits to my outlet. If I select month January, my multiple visitor will be this guy because he visited twice in the month of January. If I don't select, this guy is also called as multiple visitor because my selected period is year. In the year, November once and December twice. So he has visited multiple times. That is a logic. For that, let me have a slicer first because that is going to decide my selected values, and based on, again, in the table, the dates also will decide my selected period. For that, slicer, and in the slicer I'm adding month name, and then add formatting, so that is orientation to horizontal, and then items, font color white, background color blue, so that I can read them properly. My selected period now is complete year. The function which I'm going to type here actually caused confusion to my friend. You may also get confused, but don't worry, that has to be tweaked a little to understand in a proper manner. So adding a DAX, the name of the function is, the measure is old customer question mark equal. I need to evaluate the total transactions, and by filtering all selected dates, because selected period is the criteria here, where each date, whatever date I select, should be less than minimum of those date periods from that date onwards. That means, and that should be greater than 0. That means if any customer having transactions more than 0 transactions till that date will be treated a customer is getting eligible for multiple visitor category. Okay, but this function may not be giving you the right result because we have not used the another criteria where we have to do this for each individual customer. But let us see what is exactly happening. Let me add a table, and in this table I'm just adding the date from the date table, and then there let me make it as a normal date and go to formatting option, go to grid and increase the text size to read the text properly. Now these are dates from 1st of January till 31st of January. There I am adding old customer. Now it is showing me a true false. Now where it is becoming true on 19 January, there is a meaning to it. If you look at the data, my first transaction happened on 18th January. So that means 19th January onwards, there will be the possibility of second transaction. So that is what it is telling, because we have not filtered the customer criteria here. So now I'm just tweaking this function a little more. Now I say, by filtering individual customer, now tell me what is my repeated customer. This will give me the repeated customer. I'm actually evaluating my total transactions with a filter context of each customer. So tell me at any particular date how many times he has already visited. That means more than 0 times he has visited. That will be a customer. That customer will be eligible for the second time, rather multiple time criteria. And if I press enter, this data will get converted into a proper manner. Now see, the guy called GLIO, this is the customer ID. He is a repeated customer now, and TTR is a repeated customer in the month of December. So these are my loyal customers across the year. For example, if I select only January, now you see only this customer is repeated customer. If you look at the data also, now this guy visited twice in the month of January. No other customer visited twice in any month, I believe. So let me just try all the months and see. February, nobody. I think in the month of March, the same guy actually now visited twice. I think let me go to March. In the month of March, he visited twice. That is why he has become a multiple visitor for that particular month. April, no. May, June, July, August. I think July, again he did the same thing. And this guy is literally a loyal customer for me. And then August, no other customer is a repeated visitor, and in the month of December also nobody. But when I don't select anything, the other customer TTNR and another customer CAKR, I think that guy also visited twice. Let me filter out CAKR. I think he visited in the month of January, then he visited in the month of April, but when the selected period is year, he is treated as multiple customer, and I mean multiple visitor, and if I select only 1 month, he will not be a multiple visitor. Now I need to find out the revenue value for those customers. So for that, let me select this function which is already showing me the customer names, and I need to tweak it little. For that, new measure, revenue, old customer revenue, equal, calculate the total revenue. Total revenue is not here, so sum of total, that is the column, and then remaining function follows, another extra bracket. Same function, nothing different. Whatever function we have written earlier is repeated, only with calculate, and we need to evaluate the total revenue, and another bracket will be added, and press enter. Now I can add the value here. So if I go here and bring that value, this is my revenue for those old customers, and based on that I can give any kind of award or reward to them, and then I can increase my business. If you want to learn DAX faster, my suggestion is break any measure into different parts and try to understand each part separately and understand the logic behind it. And then when you combine it together, you will understand why that measure is for. Hope you like the concept discussed in this video, and if you have any questions, please mention them in the comment section, and if you like it, please share with many, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.